So I'm a solar design engineer. So I'm handling the process from the very first inquiry through to making the sale and handing over to a dedicated project manager. What that means is there's quite a few steps going from tailoring an initial quote to the needs of my customer, going on a site visit so that I can guarantee that our installation will fit and any of the installation measurements and technicalities that might come up, and discuss obviously the choices with the customer, because the main thing is making sure that it's the installation they want and not what we think they want. Obviously, we look at the profile that we get initially with an initial quote where they mention whether they want in-roof designs or on-roof, black panels or standard. And the next step is actually, it takes a bit of nuance because it's once you get to site and you're getting to know the customer, it's just finding out what their priorities are in terms of, are they looking to help the environment no matter the expense? Is it that they're looking for something cost effective? Is it that they want a quicker rate of return or a higher return on investment? So those two things are similar but not entirely the same, and it's usually through a discussion, not necessarily directly about those factors. I'd rather the customer just feel like we're having an authentic chat rather than getting bogged down in terminology. So I talk to them about what their consumption figures are, and that gives me an idea of how much they should even look to have in terms of a size of array, what battery size they might need, because there's no point me encouraging them to get equipment that's oversized and it's not going to get used properly. We're not a hard sell company. At the end of the day, our main thing isn't to just get a sale. And there are times when we turn away deals because it's just not advisable for the customer or it's not feasible for ourselves. And especially, I'll try and be extra sensitive with that if I pick up that I think they're quite budget conscious as well. I really wouldn't want someone to make an investment that is going to put them in a tricky position for themselves. I think what's important to me is not just that we're installing an efficient array or the best products for that person. It's the fact that they understand what's getting installed. So to give an analogy, when I was working as a horticulturalist, rather than just give everything a cutback, part of the joy for me was discussing with my gardening clients, this plant that you've got is really special. It grows in this way. This is why it needs this. This will do this at this time. And you could hear the excitement of them coming back to me. That was the rewarding part of the job. And it's the same thing with the solar. When you have technical questions, we take that time to explain to them exactly what they're getting, because that way they can benefit so much more from what is actually being installed. And it means that they know what the steps are going forward. They don't feel lost with this just anonymous installation with a few brand names thrown in.